40 minutes past 5. Coming to you live again from the Salam Media Studios. This is Yunus Kawanga, taking us all the way through Iftar, inshaAllah ta'ala. Now we move on into the South African Ramadan Mosaic, where we look at different communities who are in South Africa or even around the African continent and see how they celebrate Ramadan. So as the sun begins to descend on another day of fasting, we welcome a voice that bridges the gap between the heart of Khartoum and the streets of South Africa. Joining us is Sheikh Brother Ramadan Ahmed Birima, who is the editor of Sudan Horizon.com and a journalist and also a leading political analyst on East African affairs. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to the show.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother Yunus. Jazakallah khair. Ahlan wa sahlan.
Seems like we're just having a little bit of a technical glitch, inshallah. Let's see, inshallah, if we can try to get it sorted, inshallah, as soon as possible. These are the South African Ramadan Mosaic is a show or segment which we dedicate to seeing the different communities of different countries who are living in either in South Africa, or we also get to view and interview those who are in their own countries. Like alhamdulillah, last week Friday we had the beautiful pristine opportunity of talking to our brother in Morocco, and I had to switch myself into Arabic there, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Ramadan, are you with us?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother Yunus. Brother Yunus Kawanga, I'm with you. You can hear me? You can hear me?
I think there's some technical issues. Inshallah, we'll try to resolve that quickly, inshallah, as soon as possible. In the meantime, inshallah, I'll just go through the previous guests that we've had on this segment. So we had alhamdulillah, the Somalian community who are in South Africa, alhamdulillah, talking about how they celebrate Ramadan and how important it is to assimilate with the local community. Then we had we looked at Ramadan in Palestine, alhamdulillah, in Jerusalem. That actually was our first show. Then we had to look at Ramadan also in Jordan, was just a couple of days ago, alhamdulillah. We also looked at, that was yesterday, and Friday was Ramadan in Morocco. We also looked at Ramadan in Nigeria last week, alhamdulillah. And alhamdulillah, this week we'll be looking at more other countries. In Pakistan also, we looked at Ramadan of the Pakistani community in South Africa, alhamdulillah. Then today we are going to be looking at Ramadan in the Sudanese community, mashallah, tabarakallah. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sheikh, how are you doing?
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Mulana Yunus. I'm doing very well, alhamdulillah. You can hear me?
Still having, again, the sound issue there. Subhanallah. All right, so quickly, while we are still just trying to get that connected, let's take a quick break or a nasheed break. And when we return, hopefully our technical glitch would have been resolved, inshallah.
With Ashraful Aid this Ramadan, your zakat changes lives. It feeds families facing hunger, restores dignity to those in need, and brings hope where it is needed most. From food relief to essential support, your zakah reaches communities with care, transparency, and impact. Give with confidence, give with trust. Make your zakah count this Ramadan. Give your zakah to Ashraful Aid and help change lives today.
With so many investment options today, it's only natural that you might feel a little confused which route to take. Should I buy shares or should I invest in gold bullion? Randery Jewelers now brings you the Zahab coin, an alternative to the Kruger Rand. The Zahab coin, a solid wealth protector in its purest form of 24-karat gold, is the safest way to protect your wealth. So don't just sit there and watch your paper money depreciate. Change to gold. Call Randery Jewelers now at 031 202 4701 or visit www.rjcoin.co.za, situated at 151 Essenwood Road, Musgrave, Durban. Randery Jewelers, the family name you can trust.
When the perfect blend of stylish decor, exquisite halal cuisine, and warm hospitality come together, it could only mean Al Bayt Lodge, your true home away from home. Al-Bayt is the ideal heaven for families, business people, and tourists with its 4-star family rooms and other luxurious facilities. Conveniently situated close to Port Elizabeth Airport, the beach, and other amenities, your stay will be truly unforgettable, as you'll be taking home lasting memories of the warm hospitality, the serenity and tranquility that Al-Bayt has to offer. For reservations, call 041 583 6415 or visit www.albaytlodge.co.za.
This Ramadan, please consider donating to the Islamic Dawah movement. For over 45 years, IREM has built over 80 masjids and distributed more than 160,000 Qurans in 8 local languages. IREM has installed over 250 boreholes and water wells. Over 1,000 children are fed daily, building strong Muslim communities in disadvantaged areas.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic Sharia and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Freedom Stationery supply Marlin and Marlin Kids pens to me and my school friends. They supply just about everything we need to help us get a better education, from books to files to rulers. In fact, any any accessory we need. Freedom Stationery. Education for the nation. What does accessory mean?
Salam Media, your spiritual companion this Ramadan.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Sheikh Ramadan, I hope you're doing well, inshallah.
I'm doing well, alhamdulillah. You can hear me?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Hayakum Allah, marhaban bikum.
Barakallah. Ahlan wa sahlan.
It's beautiful that we are speaking about Ramadan with Sheikh Ramadan, mashallah, tabarakallah. When we're looking at the spirit of Ramadan, specifically now in the Sudanese community, we understand that there's two main concepts of nafra and borsh, where the Sudanese families literally will block the roads and make sure that anyone who's traveling doesn't miss iftar. Can you explain this for us more into what is this tradition about and how does it come into play in the Sudanese community, inshallah?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. شكرا جزيلا مولانا Yunus for hosting me. شكرا for Salam Media for opening this window in order to allow South Africans to have an idea about Ramadan and cultures in other parts of Africa, which is very good. The question that you asked, this is something special about Sudan. You know, the culture of hosting a guest or honoring a guest is very deeply rooted in the Sudanese culture. And this culture is very clearly manifested during the months of Ramadan. In the months of Ramadan, people don't eat indoors. There is no one actually who eats inside the house, or otherwise you will have a very bad name. People eat on the street. You know, they have the mats. They put the mats on the street, and all the neighbors, everyone must come with a tray. You know, a big tray with all items of foods, and you come there. So if there is a bachelor in the area who has no family or so, or anyone who doesn't have anything to eat, then they can come there. Now, when it comes to people who drive pass by, you cannot be able to pass these people. If you come, they grab you, and even on the highways, especially in rural areas, the people, they tie a very long rope of clothes across the road, so that whenever you see it, you have to understand that you won't be allowed to move. So they grab you, and even if you said no, I don't eat or something like that, they say no, no, you can't. Even if you are not Muslim, you still have to come and honor to honor them. So it is a very nice culture in the months of Ramadan. There are also certain drinks that you can only get in the months of Ramadan. It is something called helumur. Helumur is like bitter sweet. This is a kind of a drink that is made out of flour. This normal flour that people use for ugali here in South Africa, but there we have it from sorghum, and they do it in a way that and they add certain flavors, certain spices into it, and they grind it in a certain way. If they give you to drink it, you can in no way think that this can be this the same flour that you can eat ugali or pub, or ugali, of course, for East Africans. Pub here is for South Africans. So they make it in a way that it is a very strong flavor. So when you drink it, it is very uh, uh, friendly with the stomach. During the time of Ramadan, people eat, and then when you eat, you have these cold drinks, and they can have some problems with your stomach. But this helumur is very nice during the months of Ramadan. So people drink it, and it is very nice and delicious and thirst quenching. It quenches the thirst in the strict sense of the term. Maybe if you visited me, Morana Yunus, where I give it to you sometimes.
Inshallah, no, most definitely. So actually, here in South Africa, we have our own version of the Hello More, which is what we call macheu. So macheu is also made from the maize also. Normally, they would take the leftover pulp and they will grind it and will turn it into a drink. And sometimes they leave it to ferment for a couple of days, but obviously we don't let it become like alcohol. But shukran, jazakumullah khair. It's beautiful to learn that. Again, we always say that the north and the south are always connected. I remember also when we were still studying in Sudan, we were being told over and over again that we are one unit because we're all the same. The only difference is the geographical context. Now, Sheikh, when now we're looking at the crises which Sudan has been experiencing, now it being the month of Ramadan, also there's many things that come to terms or that come to mind, and also looking at the fact that millions of people have been displaced and have been pushed into refugee camps, etc. Now, as the editor of SudanHorizon.com, what is the latest update on the humanitarian situation back home this Ramadan, inshallah?
Yeah, the humanitarian situation, especially in the cities that had been besieged, or there are certain cities blockaded by the RSF, but Alhamdulillah, these people, the blockade was removed. And Kadugli and Delanj, these are two cities in South Kordofan. And now people, Alhamdulillah, have actually breathed fresh air. The aid could now enter these two cities, and people actually couldn't believe it. One lady was interviewed, an elderly lady, and she said it looks like I was dreaming. Whenever I close my eyes thinking that I'm dreaming, expecting to open my eyes and to wake up, but I realize that it is real. Things have changed. When this RSF imposed embargo on these areas and besieged them, people ate grass and herbs. Some people actually died. I got a relative of mine who lost 3 children who ate wrong herbs. Some children died out of malnutrition. Something that it is extremely horrible in the strict sense of term. The unfortunate part at the moment, what people are suffering from in that area, is that the drones now are targeting hospitals, public places, and killing people. This is one of the most dangerous thing, unfortunately.
Mm.
These drones even come from some neighboring countries, and they're flown from very far. So this is one of the most dangerous things. So when it comes to humanitarian crisis, things are a bit. It is eased now. It is not like before. Although people are still in need of help, but not like how it was before.
Mm.
Especially in government-controlled areas, the army, the areas that are controlled by the army, now the aid could enter there very easily without any problem. The only problem is the areas that are still under the control of the RSF, because RSF is a kind of they don't have some kind of control.
Mm.
The areas that under their control, you get a lot of chaos, and even the AIDS organizations cannot operate there because they are scared for their lives. So
Mm.
this is the situation in general. But I think Sudan is recovering, especially with the events in the Arab region. The major funder of the atrocities that are committed by the RSF in Sudan is the United Arab Emirates.
Mm.
It is the United Arab Emirates now is tasting from the same cup that it made Sudanese state from. This is 10 of wallahi, every Sudanese now is shocked that
Mm.
the Emiratis now are fleeing their country. This exactly what they did to the Sudanese. Now they are doing. So this is the dua of those who were oppressed. So
Mm.
the amount of oppression that Sudanese were exposed to, something that you can't imagine.
Mm.
It never happened in the entire history of Sudan. Now they are seeing it. The United Arab Emirates government did all this to Sudanese, and now, unfortunately, the Emirati people are paying the price.
Mm.
We don't wish the Emiratis people to suffer the same thing that Sudanese people suffer, but this is taqdeer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Mm.
Uh,
No, 100%. And we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does make it easier for brothers and sisters in Sudan, especially in this beautiful month of Ramadan. Now, also looking at the point that now, despite the conflict and the distance, what is then your message to the Sudanese diaspora listening today, and to the South Africans who want to stand in solidarity with Sudan this Ramadan, inshallah?
what I want to, the message that I need to pass across is that Sudan, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the solidarity of its people who are standing firm behind the army, will come out of this calamity strong and prosperous, inshallah ta'ala. Things have started to change, and the army is gaining more control with the support of the Sudanese people. And those who are panicking, I tell them, please don't panic. Only what to do is to make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant victory to our army, and so that Sudanese people, who wherever they are, they can come home safely, and they can start the journey of rebuilding the country, inshallah.
Inshallah, most definitely.
For those non-Sudanese who are following us, and who are actually are sad at the turn of events in Sudan, I tell them, please just make dua, and if you are in a position to help through the organizations that are helping Sudan, you can do so, or otherwise just make dua. Inshallah, things will come right. And I would like to assure them that the Sudanese army is doing a very good job at the moment, and it is restoring peace in the country, inshallah.
Inshallah, Ameen. Thumma Ameen. Jazakumullah khaira, Ustad. And we make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does keep you in good health and keep you strong, inshallah, so that we can benefit more and more from you and get more updates regarding the situation in Sudan, inshallah. Ameen.
Jazakallah khair. Shukran jazilan for hosting me, and looking forward to seeing you again, inshallah.
Inshallah, Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, that was Ustad Ramadan Ahmed Birima, who is very vocal about the strives and the struggles that are happening in Sudan. Alhamdulillah, always keeps us updated with these SudanHorizon.com. If you want to check more updates, go on the website, inshallah ta'ala. So quickly, we'll be taking a break, and we have a very astute role player in the Dawas atmosphere in our studio today, alhamdulillah, Brother Imran Khan of the Johannesburg Dawa Center, inshallah. So we'll be with him after the break.
Millions of Muslims